weapons mounted on wooden plaques hanging on the walls, a bed and nightstand in one corner, a fireplace, chair, bookshelf, and rug. So a nice little, lounge reading area in another, a dining table with some food set on it, and even a bathing fountain. A full-on
It looks something
fountain
like this,
for
minus a
bathing.
guy behind there.
You'd almost say this looks like some sort of pit stop.
AJ.
Looks like a dog post.
Do you guys go around and examine anything within here?
I'm not.
Alright, let's try this one.
I'll briefly glance over everything.
So you walk around and check everything out, is what you're saying?
Yeah, keep an eye open for anything interesting or out of place.
Alright, well, as you guys enter in and you're about to check everything, you can see across the way there is on the far wall, you can see clearly on the map, there is a metal door. As you check out the weapons, some of these weapons may seem familiar or unfamiliar to you, but mounted on a plaque of darkwood is a pair of Sinham. I think I said it right. And on it, the plaque is engraved Paws Hand Weapons, Gut Stickers. On the second wooden plaque is a metal gauntlet, right-handed, with spikes protruding from the knuckles. The legend? Paws Gauntlet, Fist of Pain, is carved in on this plaque. On the wall across from those two, which is hung over the fireplace, is a falchion. The inscription below it reads, Paw's Sword, Islet's Laughter. On the table, the food appears to be totally normal food and waiting to be eaten. It's not really a full meal's worth of food, but it's enough that your whole party could have had some snacks, like, 6 apples as an example. The bed hasn't been used. Doesn't look like it really is meant to be used, but it could be. Nor does the chair look like it really has been. Although something clearly has slept on a part of this bed. Who was checking out the room? You said you were, Lamb?
Noah was.
I was.
Noah? Okay. Noah, would you have any kind of knowledge on creatures?
Unless they're forested.
You can roll a straight intelligence if you wish to figure out what must have been laying on this bed.
Uh, 10.
You have no idea, but if you had to assume, it's the size of a biggish dog, but definitely not a dog.
Bear!
If it was a bear, Lamb would win.
If it was a bear, I would, huddle up into a corner.
The fountain, or not the fountain, the fireplace is going, and it clearly, it's warm. It's nice. The fountain, engraved on it, says Paws Bath, Wound Liquor. And that's pretty much what you see.
Kinda sounds like this room I have us in, minus the fucking people that are in it. Let's just say they're statues.
So what do you do? There's a metal door with, there is a doorknob technically on it.
Can I check to see if it's locked?
Sure.
So I'll see
How
if
do you
it's
check it out?
locked.
Do you, grab the handle and try to turn it?
I don't know why, but I'm gonna have him do it, through his shirt. So it's
you're-
basically using it as a cloth covering.
So you're grabbing it with your shirt?
Yes.
Alright, you walk up put your hand into your shirt, grab the doorknob, and then out of the door is a essentially magical mouth that says, "Not without the password, you don't. What's the password?"
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's the thing we're gonna have to figure out.
I'm gonna head back to the room where we were at the top of the stairs.
You are in that room.
Oh.
When you guys put yourself in area 14, you're not in 14, you're in 13.
Hey. Okay. I'm gonna look around to see if there are any levers or switches or anything.
There is not.
So I might be on the rest of this on our way. Well, time to fiddle out another riddle. So what did I see again? A falchion, a gauntlet, what were the other things?
Missing,
Cal?
He went
I'm gonna
the
type
bathroom.
them out. I'm gonna type them out for you so you can see them on the note card. Just give me a minute.
Go went to the bathroom, Dave.
Okay.
Lamb, this might mainly be on you.
oh god.
I might have gone through maybe a mug's worth already.
Oh god. We're screwed.
I'll try and help.
So there you go. There is the items.
Am I
Well,
able?
the plaques that have writing, other than I guess the books, but
Am I able to take any of the plaques off of the wall?
the plaques or the weapons,
The plaques.
they're nailed into it, but the weapons are just
Okay.
essentially on the plaque in a sense. Like they are removable.
I'm gonna take off the falchion sword and inspect it.
All right. Let me read something real quickly to you. The moment you pick up the falchion, the sound of ocean waves breaking upon a beach emits from it. It's very soothing.
Is this continuous sound?
Yep, as long as you hold the hilt.
Okay, can I inspect the actual blade itself and the being to see if there's any writing on it?
There is, yep, roll search? What's the other one doing?
Contemplating.
Okay.
14.
You see nothing on it, but it looks very, very nice, as if this were a +1 weapon. So it is definitely very nice.
And hold on to this. I'll put it back and look at this spiked gauntlet.
Again, it's a spiked metal gauntlet, +1 based on what you can think of its quality. Nothing is written on it. What do you contemplate, Lamb?
Sorry, yelling at the chat right now. Not cheating. Well, first off, I was looking up what the hell a Xiang Ham was.
I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with what the weapon is.
Well, I was looking up to see what the hell it was because I was curious.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Itself. Do I have any idea who the hell this might be referencing?
Nope, it just says paw, and it says islets, and everything else isn't really, I guess you could say name-worthy. You could try using Detect Magic or Knowledge Arcana on different things to figure out different information. Or try to just do actual guesswork yourself, and if you just can't figure it out, you can roll intelligence checks for hints.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to avoid doing that at first. I'm trying to see if I can actually figure anything out.
You guys seriously not got through that door yet?
No.
Okay.
We can't get through the door without the password.
And I'm not smart
The
enough to
password
figure out what
is-
the hell that password is.
And I've...
Unless it's like the stupid simple please shit, but I don't know.
Go up to the door
Ask the door.
and say paw islets.
Why'd
You say
do that?
pause islets?
Paw islet.
Nothing happens.
I'll
Paw
walk away from the
islet?
door.
What?
Do you want to use some Detect Magic there, Lamb?
Not really, since I have only 2 level 0 spells left.
Alright, alright.
So is the... never mind.
You could try breaking down the door. I mean, it's only iron with magic in it.
I don't have the strength to try to break down a wood fence. Are you kidding me?
I grab the gauntlet and put it on my fist.
Feels nice. Almost form-fitting, you'd say.
Rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear. Rip and tear.
I punch the door, yelling fist of pain.
Do you actually punch the door?
Yes.
Alright, roll me, I guess a strength.
Lab, we got a host.
Oh, okay.
6.
Okay, your hand hits it and bounces off.
Thank you, Cal.
The gauntlet hits it and bounces off.
Right.
Bringing
Nothing
your
happens.
hand with it.
I
know.
mean, it's the equivalent of if you went up and you punched something that you can't punch through or dent in real life. Think of if you do that. That's what you did. Or like when you take a metal pole, you know, and you hit it against something and it just bounces off in that sense. Yeah, you're just like, poof. Well, now your hand hurts a bit.
You got anything here, Earthros?
Not a damn thing.
Alright, so I want you both to roll an intelligence check for a hint.
Calb, you might want to, like, edit out this part. Or, like, speed it up.
22.
You said intelligence check?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
17.
Cal, just put a floating burger on the screen.
Lamb,
No, that's King Crumbs.
Lamb, you think for a minute, and you're pretty sure it has something to do with the wording on the plaques. And Noah, with a 22, you know for sure that the fountain has nothing to do with it, and the gauntlet has nothing to do with it. But those swords plaques, there's something going on there that you're just not sure about.
So wait, you said okay, so these are the 4 plaques. Okay, I was confused because of
Yep.
all the goddamn commas. Okay, that makes a bit more sense now. No, that one I don't need.
Walk up to the door. Gut stickers laughter.
Nothing happens.
Drink. I'm out of drink.
You think to yourself, you both think to yourself, first off, that you are supposed to touch the handle and have it ask you the password. There's something blindly obvious. Someone actually just sent me in Skype something, and I mean, they're close.
Damn it, Caleb.
It wasn't Calb.
Was it Jared?
It was Jared.
Jared sent it to me.
Yeah, I know. Right,
What just
Jared?
happened?
Isn't it just you're like, you don't even think of it, and then when you see it, it's just painfully obvious?
Yes.
Keep in mind, I'm also an idiot. And Noah is drunk.
I'm not that drunk.
You can roll another intelligence check for another hint.
Jared sent it to me on Skype.
22 again.
Keyboard. Thank you, keyboard. 22.
You both think that it's definitely got to do with the falchion. The two of you stare at the plaque,
Pause, sword, islets, laughter.
thinking about it intently, looking at the words, looking at the letters, looking at the way they were written together, and contemplating, what does Paw's sword, Islet's laughter truly mean?
All I see is
Betrayal.
Islet slaughter, but I don't think that's to do with anything.
Pause, sword, islet.
Without saying, who here knows what it is?
Wait, That seems like a contradictory statement. Contradictory. Wow. Good job, English.
Password is let's slaughter.
Do you go and
I
touch
go up to the door, I
handle?
grab the fucking,
God damn it.
fucking door up, and say password is let's slaughter.
And like that, the door opens fine.
I'm taking the falchion with me.
Like I said, once you know, it's painfully obvious.
Fuck.
See, I'm not a smart guy. So, there's gonna be a long campaign.
This as soon as you said that, I started fucking deconstructing that.
I've known it for a while, by the way. I didn't really care. I'm focused on other things.
I fucking... Jesus Christ, how obvious is that? What the fuck?
It's not.
Okay, really? You died on the staircase. You don't get to talk.
I sacrificed myself like a guinea pig.
Also, I was trying to work falchion in there somehow.
Well, the two of you
Which is
enter
weird
into
for-
room 14, and as you enter in, you can see 4 pits covered with, bars. Pausing real quick. Tate. And Kelb, and,
Jared and
Jared,
Yep.
and Demois. All 4 of you, the last thing you remembered was the fire, but it didn't burn. It felt like nothing. And then it was just black, like you got knocked out for a second. And
So we didn't take any damage?
no damage. You're not even dead. Nothing. And suddenly you each wake up alone inside of a pit, looking up at bars as if you were put inside of some kind of jail that's in the ground.
Can we see one another, or is it separate pits?
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
How are we,
technically,
Marcus?
you were right the first time and the second time at the same time.
Wait, what?
16 is below 14.
Right back, I'm bleeding from
technically.
Please don't bleed.
I rearranged this map because I didn't like how far away it put the people. It set everyone up to fail, and I want there to at least be a chance to pass the next part.
Okay. Ah,
Yeah,
excuse me for
none
coughing.
None of us have teleportation spells per se, except for take and roll the die to try to.
Anyway, any of you scream anything? You are alone in a cell. Looking up at a 3x3 foot door inside of the iron bars. This pit is about 10 feet deep.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
I'm sorry, how big was the door?
3 feet by 3 feet. And it's easy to get out of, basically, is what I'm getting at. It's just
Is the
you're
door
10
locked?
feet down. Huh?
Is the door locked?
Can't tell from this distance. You'd assume maybe if this is a jail cell.
Doesn't mean it's a good jail.
It's true. What about you, Lamb and Noah? You guys walk in and you see 4 pits.
I'm going to slowly approach the close. Actually, I'm gonna look around the room first.
It's
Yeah,
a
I'm
room,
gonna
a door on the far end.
I'm going.
tie my rope around a torch and start trying to throw it through the grating so that I can loop a piece of rope around the bars.
All right, roll me a throw, I guess.
We have fucking MacGyver
Well,
over here.
roll me a use rope first, and then a throw.
If only you had silk rope.
Wait, Jared.
How spread apart are the bars?
Jared, before you do that, toss me the rope. I have an arrow.
They're
I
spread
have no
apart
idea
enough
you're
to notice
there.
that you can't climb out through
Oh,
them.
yeah, true.
I just was wondering if if my body could fit through the.
No, your body
bars.
wouldn't fit through the bars.
Okay, darn. I was like, I could just jump out.
Hello?
You could
Is
jump up
anybody
and grab
there?
the bars. Alright, all of you hear Tate's character's voice yell or say, hello, is anyone there?
I thought
I got a
was
14.
free.
Sorry,
I got
24.
it's not those little
24 on the
demons.
use roll.
These are those demons.
Yeah.
Alright, roll a throw then. I mean, this thing is masterly.
Is that would that just be a
made.
strength?
Yeah. You can add your BAP to it though.
Oh, so that'd be a range. So it'd be Dex.
Yeah.
$15.
You throw it and you get it over. If Noah or Lamb were looking in that rough direction, because they're still over there, so I assume they are, for a split second you see a piece of wood go out of it and then back in it a little bit farther down.
Did we
You
also
have
hear Tate?
effectively
Adorable.
looped the cage, Jared.
The hell was that?
Did we happen to hear
I-
Avina?
Yeah, he said you guys heard him.
Yeah, you heard Tate.
I can
Anybody
hear
respond?
We heard
I
bait.
I
I'm going
can hear
to.
you. I can hear you. I seem to be trapped in a small pit of some sort.
Just calm down, everybody. I
you
extend
and
my
me
hand over Perthros. She's your problem. Go deal with her. I'll get the other ones.
But I don't want to deal with her. That's the whole point.
Too bad. It's your life. You deal.
So before
Now
I
that
do
it-
that, can I go and
Now that it's
inspect
looped around, I'm gonna type an end around my waist.
back wall?
Okay. What were you gonna do, Lamb?
Inspect back wall.
Okay. And wait, what?
The back wall.
Why?
Because looking at this diagram, there looks to be something back there.
Oh, like I said, ignore the diagram.
Like over
I
yay?
changed. I
Okay.
changed this area, but technically you're not supposed to come across them until area 16. But I didn't like that, so I put it farther ahead. Or I put it farther back so that you run into them at this point instead of at that point.
No, wait. Which pit did Noah end up going into? Or towards, rather?
The closest one.
So I'm
it
gonna go to
counts.
the one with the rope.
And that one would be the yellow one then.
I
And,
told you to get the other one.
Before you get there, then, Jared, roll me a climb check, because I assume that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm tying one end of the rope around my waist and then using it as a pulley to help me climb up.
Alright, roll me first a use rope for yourself.
$24.
Alright, fantastic. Roll me a climb.
$10.
Alright, now tell me high or low.
What?
Hi.
You're lucky. You are able to pull yourself slowly up until you reach the bars. The bars were definitely starting to make a whining sound, and the rope clearly not wanting to continue to lift you up. You're a metal man. You are putting a bit of weight on the stuff.
Let's not
But-
talk about the fact that he's made of metal.
Yeah. But you reach the top. Do you grab the bars?
Still holding onto the rope, I grab for the door and see if I can just open it up.
It is definitely locked. As you grab the door and try to push it open, you see right away, yes, it is locked. And as you do this, though, Lamb's character appears right before you. You can see him through the bars. Lamb, you're looking down and you see the Warforged pulling himself up to here and is trying to get the door.
So I could see him pulling at the door and the door is locked, right?
Yeah, well, pushing the door, and it's locked. There's a very simple lock on the door. Or I think it's a very simple lock. It's a lock that the DC isn't necessarily too hard, so...
So last thing I heard was simple lock. What happened?
There's a lock on the door, you don't think it's anything elaborate.
Okay. Well, I can't really pick locks, so there's not much I could do.
You could try to break it.
Yeah, but at the same time, that could cause problems in the fact that I sent him plummeting back down without a way to climb back up.
He's not attached to the lock.
No, but he's attached to the grating on the lock.
No, he's attached to the bars that hold him in. The lock is just to keep the door shut.
I must not understand what the hell this looks like.
Think of a pit, right?
Yeah.
Covered up with bars so that someone can't just like jump out or climb out.
Yeah.
And then put a square door on the bars, or in the bars, so to say, with a lock on it.
Yeah, that's why I figured. So
Right. He's not attached
guessing-
to the lock or the door at all. He's attached to the bars.
But yeah,
oh,
if,
so he's
around
attached
it.
to the bar, so the door can be open still.
Yeah, the door could be
So-
opened and his rope won't be affected.
Okay.
no, I'm not worried about the rope. I'm worried about the bars.
Oh, well, again, even if you break... No, I was saying you could break the lock, not the bars.
Well, yeah, but if I'm putting too much weight on it, it's going to break. Like, it's already straining under his weight.
True. I don't know.
And I'm only like 265.
Only 265. Only 265. My character's like, what, 140? 135?
Well, real quickly, while you
115.
decide what you're gonna do, Noah, how do you help Kelb?
Going.
Noah, do you even notice I'm in the hole?
Well, I came over here to look down. Do I see a stubby down dwarf down there?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna look to see if the door is locked.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna get up and see if I can't notice anything along the walls that might suggest a key. Or a hook or something.
Alright, roll me a search as you go along the walls. And while you roll this search, Lamb, what do you do?
Right now, not much.
At 11.
There is no key. You found a cool looking rock, but that was about it.
Take the rock. Take it.
That was the plan. I'm taking the rock and going back to the lock.
Rocks. Always surprisingly useful.
Hey, do you still have that thing on you, Marie? The thing that appraises and levitates rocks?
It doesn't appraise. It just levitates.
Here's a rock. I'll toss it down in towards you.
Does the rock
What
hit
for?
Calb in the head?
I wasn't aimed for it.
Kelb, you have a rock fall next to you. It's a shitty looking rock you don't even have to appraise to know it's worthless. Somehow he found a rock that's literally worth less than the rock you have.
I pick up the rock.
Okay.
Should I let Calba praise Little Dwayne?
Not now.
Yeah, let me appraise that rock through fucking walls and whatnot.
Protos, I'm gonna start handing you this rope. If you can hold me in place, I should be able to try and pick this lock.
I can try, but I'm not the strongest, so then I'm gonna call Noah over here to help me hold the damn rope.
Hey, we're dealing with rocks over here. What's so important?
Yeah, we might have actually someone who can deal with locks. I think we should get him out first.
Sounds good. Give me the rope.
All right, I want both of you to roll a strength check as you grab the rope.
Well, it's been 3s and 18s. Let's see which one this decides to be. 18.
10.
All right. With a little bit of you're fine.
Is the rope fine?
The rope is still fine.
What did-
Jared, I want you to roll your lockpick then. As you put your arms between the bars and pick the lock, kind of
From
without
the other
seeing
side.
it. Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah, does that give him a penalty?
It
I make
does,
sure I fish out
actually.
my
I already know
my
it.
tools first.
What was that?
I make sure I fish out my tools first.
Okay, so you get out your tools, and then you go to try and pick the lock. Go ahead and roll
16.
it. 16? Is that with or without your bonus from your lockpick tools?
I don't remember what the bonus is on.
Most
Standard
kits give you
tools.
like a +2, I believe.
Do they? I thought they followed the same suit as crafting tools.
Where it gives none other unless it's masterwork.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll
Ma-
see
I-
if I can find anything.
Either way, you make it.
Okay.
Locks
Looks like I have
unlocked.
everything for-
Click.
It's a -2 if you don't have tools.
Gotcha.
It's a +2 if they're masterwork.
Only a circumstance bonus on disabled device and open lock checks, though.
Nevertheless, you got the door to unlock, so what do you do?
I am gonna start climbing out with them securing me in place so I don't slip back down too far, hopefully.
Alright. For the sake of this, you're able to get out.
Oh,
Yay.
thank crap.
Go ahead and go to the next one, unlock it, and all of you guys do your thing.
Jared, who would you like to go to the lock next?
You!
I assume you would go back to the person that Noah just left. Like, here's a rock. Okay, bye.
So about that rock, I got
To
someone
be
who can
fair,
help
he
you
threw
with-
me on a fucking trap.
Did the rock help?
Throw it back at him. So, I hear lots of movement. What's going on out there? I can't really.
Don't worry.
29.
You're next.
You're able
Rock
to
and I-
unlock it with ease. It's like
No,
you just
we're getting her
tapped
out
it and it
last.
just went and unlocked. I mean, you rolled that good.
Okay, I'll toss down my rope and yell, Reem, climb up.
Climb, small one, climb.
I promise
I'm
won't
going
drop
around
you.
clockwise.
I hope I.
Marcus, do you want me to roll a climb check, or you did? Yeah.
And should I roll a strength
It's
check?
It's a band
10
with the
feet,
silk
so
ropes.
not really.
Should I roll a strength check? Could be
Do
a
any
1.
do any of you other three weigh more than 200 pounds?
Nope.
No.
Well, maybe
No.
with the armor on.
Then yeah, I'm gonna have all three of you do it, but the other two no. The climb and strength check will just be ignored.
Damn it.
Yeah.
25 for
So
Tate's cage.
we do have to do it for Cal.
In which case, I rolled a 19.
18.
You're climbing easy and really
14.
Oh,
Lamb-
hey, look, Memo Man.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to lift him out totally fine. And then your last one, Jared?
$22.
Okay, so you open up the last one.
Let's go get the angel guy first. That way we don't have to deal with hers for as long.
Why is that one purple?
It's pink, and because Tate female.
Gotcha.
Yep,
Because orange
Would you
and
like
red
it to
were
be
fairly
orange?
similar.
I had to be the floofy.
Yeah,
No,
the
no,
orange
pink
red
is
were
good.
similar.
All right,
Especially
so
for
do you
me,
go
I
to
honestly
Des
couldn't
Moines?
tell the
Oh, you don't
difference.
even have to go to Des Moines. Des Moines, roll me a jump I assume Jared unlocked and opened the door. You could just jump out.
Is it 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
then
You have to
Roll
go
it,
a little
boys, be
higher than
badass,
10,
please.
but...
okay. As long
Roll
as I
it, get
don't
a
roll.
1.
If I roll anything higher than a 5, I'm good.
Well, keep in mind,
Rolls
Demois,
a
it's not 1 point equals 1 foot.
Oh, perfect! Wow. I rolled a 5.
Even if he had a shitty roll, I'm sure you could maybe try to climb and hold on to the side.
But, no, that's like a 15, isn't it?
It'd be a 20.
A 20? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you jump out with ease and land.
Wait, I have something for this.
That's the reason I said I have to roll less than a 5.
No?
Anyway, and then you're able to get Tate out as well. I assume you drop a rope and get him out, and you're all fine. You're good to go.
Well, that's a thing that happened.
Do you tell them about the previous room that had food, some sort of
No.
fountain that was called the Wound Liquor, and had those other weapons in there?
No?
No,
I
I
don't.
don't.
Yeah.
Say, Dwarf, you like that axe, but, have you ever thought about using a gauntlet?
I throw the rock back at him.
I catch it.
At him.
Thanks! I
Not
needed
to
this.
him. At him.
Yeah, I just remember fire. Usually I only black out after a good night to drink.
You do remember it didn't burn. It's like it was some sort of magical, illusionary fire.
It's almost like it
was almost like an
didn't
acid
even
trip.
happen.
It's like the burn was on the outside instead of the
Wait,
inside.
I need to bring up that forest again, Jared.
Nevertheless, so technically room 14 is the room you're about to enter. Again, it's just I put room 16 here, and then room 14 is past it.
Okay. So is the door just open for us?
Back into marching order.
No, but again, does anyone go back to that previous room?
I don't see any reason to.
I know
Does
nothing
anyone
about that
question
room.
why I'm now carrying a
I don't wanna
scimitar
go
as
near the
well?
stairs.
It's my great sword.
No.
It's a separate room from the stairs, too.
Was anyone injured?
No, we
No.
already
They
healed.
shouldn't
No,
be.
got healed.
I meant Jared, basically, because I know everyone else got healed, but I can't remember if Jared did.
I
know.
did. He got healed for 4, which covered him.
Gotcha. Alright, well then I assume you head onward towards a passageway that I just put you inside of.
What was in
Nevertheless,
the previous room?
It was
Nothing to worry
another
about.
riddle.
Was there food there?
We don't have time for this. Keep moving.
Alright.
And yes,
Okay.
it was quite tasty.
The food wasn't poisoned, by the way. It was food for you to eat. That's why I said the keyword, it looks good enough to eat.
Well, for me, that just sets off red lights as, okay, this is poison.
Well, yeah, it could have been, but
You did say it looks good enough to
that's
eat.
true. That can be interpreted as one of two ways. Nevertheless, so you go to the door at the end of this room and you walk through it into
we,
a
though?
passageway. Technically, yes. It's not on the map. Room 14 counts as 2 different rooms.
Yes, but can we trust that door that leads into this room?
Yeah, totally. It's just a
Does
normal
it
door.
look
How do
good
we know
enough
that?
to open?
Yes.
Sorry, I had to.
Beyond the door is a short passageway leading into an open archway, 20 feet high, with 30 foot by 4. The room is 30 feet by 40 feet. Beyond sports a 25-foot high ceiling and is lit by golden-hued continual flame spells coming out of what would you call a cauldron that's not a cauldron?
Brazier?
Brazier, yeah.
A hopper?
What just happened?
Those black spots on room 14 that you see there, that used to be the pits. Now they're not a pit anymore because now we're in a totally different room that I was just using that room for. Those black circles that you see there are 4 columns stretched from floor to ceiling. The entire chamber has been carved from the stone and painstakingly smoothed and polished, giving the room the appearance of a fancy hall in a lord's manor rather than part of this dungeon. Flanking you is a mirror, mounted to the far wall, where there are 4 skeletons, each grasping a short sword. Letters are carved into the wall above the mirror, but at this distance you can't quite make them out.
Oh, so this is room 14B now?
Essentially.
No, Calv actually made it 14B.
Do you guys stay in this passageway, or do you enter into the
Like
room?
room 14F.
I'm
I'm
not going to be the guinea pig this time. I'm not getting engulfed in magical fire.
What about
I
the
enter the room.
skeletons at the end?
I'm a sorcerer. I'm not going first ever.
I enter the room.
Okay.
And
Roll a
I'm
spot
cleric.
as you walk in.
Five.
What I explained to you is exactly what you saw. As in, there's no more information to give you. Anyone else enter, or do you all just stay in the passageway and let Kelb go into this room alone?
I'm following behind him.
Okay.
And then I'll
I-
be going in after Noah.
I am following after Lamb. Gotta stay near. We're basically family.
I'm not free. You said I'm rolling a spot?
I want all 3 of you also to roll a spot. Lamb?
I got a 14.
Okay. Noah?
26, nat 20.
Tate?
$22.
Tate and Noah, both of you notice as you walk in, along the side of the doorway, there are very narrow grooves, rising vertically from the floor up to the top of the doorway, leading into this room.
Huh. What are those?
I'm gonna grab Cal's shoulder and say, don't move too much further. And explain what we saw.
Yeah.
Jared, Demois, what do you guys do? Do you guys finally enter the room and check out what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Wow, Marcus.
I
Dropping
know.
Jared and flipping him.
I tumble
It's
into
hard
the
for
room.
Metal Man to get up.
Sorry, had to grab the next sheet of paper.
Okay. I'm still.
All right,
I
so
remember.
as you check it out, what do you guys do exactly? Do you examine it, or what do you do?
Examine what?
The lines that they pointed out on the wall that is next to the doorway.
Can I roll dungeoneering?
Sure.
Are those lines made of rock?
They're grooves set into the rock.
Can I appraise those grooves?
I don't think so, unless you wanted to figure out about how much somebody would have been paid to figure
22.
out, or to make it. 22. In your years of dungeoneering, Tate, you know that there are sometimes traps in which the doorway would have something come out to attack someone entering the room, block off someone's exit to the room, block off someone's entrance into the room, or ultimately all of the above.
Sorry.
Guys,
I'm gonna search for any sort of mechanism around the grooves.
Guys,
Alright,
we
roll
should
it.
definitely get into combat ready position. This room isn't right.
Nine.
You can find nothing mechanism-wise.
Hey,
Well, we can't just stand here.
Earthros, do you have any ranged attacks you can do on those skeletons?
I have a bow.
I love how you asked Liam instead of Tate.
Well,
I
they
know
have
he has.
stationary.
I know he has a bow.
You can't hit a fucking
I've never
standing
seen the
still
lamb
target.
do any
I
kind of
have a
attack
problem.
whatsoever.
I have a problem hitting stationary targets. I'm sorry.
Just warn them so they try and dodge.
If they're moving, I was trying to be a hunter. If they're moving, I'm fine.
God damn it, Noah.
Alternatively, I could just go open them with the fucking tower shield out in front of me.
Caleb will probably tank them.
I
So,
have a shield for a fucking reason.
what
I mean,
what is done? You're in a giant empty room lit by golden flames coming out of bowls, basically. Large bowls. So the corners you can't actually go inside of. And there's 4 skeletons on the ground across from you near a mirror that has writing above it that you can't read. And this doorway has grooves that Tate says is a trap.
Can't
Wait,
read
there's-
because of language or can't read because we can't see?
Can't read because you can't see. The
Okay.
words are not written big enough for you to see at this distance.
Wait,
nor are they glowing.
And it is also not glowing.
what about a mirror?
Look at room 14 on the map. You see across from the doorway that little gray square rectangle?
Yeah.
That's the mirror.
That?
Yeah.
I vote we all get into combat ready position, facing the skeletons. Who's
I
with
kind
me?
of feel like we already are.
Yeah, we should be
Me
alright.
and Noah are in the front. Des Moines is kind of behind. I mean, Jared, I
Did-
guess maybe is not in the best position, but
Well, Jared uses a bow and daggers, so.
right.
Chances are they're gonna come to life. So the door is probably gonna close. Do we have anything to block the door?
You don't have a shield, do you know?
No, I did not use shield.
Calby, do you still have that helmet?
I don't think it would hold the goddamn
oh,
door.
right, the broken.
Well, Caleb, I should say I don't normally use a shield,
Did you bring that rock?
I threw it at Noah.
and I caught it.
Use the rock to block the door.
Tate.
Got
Come
it.
on.
Throw the rock at skeletons
I
or
know.
a mirror.
So for real, does everyone stay here? Does anyone walk forward, shoot an arrow, throw a rock? I mean,
I think we were still playing.
Sebaku themselves.
You mean Sudoku?
Yeah, just Sudoku themselves.
And yes, I am. That has not died yet.
Count Dooku themselves?
Count Dooku themselves.
That too.
Throw a rock at one of the skeletons. Throw a blanket over them.
I still have the Drumline Dark Gun too, by the way.
Can I grappling hook through the leg? Hey, but anyways, killed skeletons. Don't. Actually, before we do any combat thing, let's try and get towards that mirror. See if there's a way to go.
Alternatively, Noah, you could throw oil on it and catch it on fire.
I know, but if there's a way to avoid combat in this, that might be preferable.
Should we walk up together?
Sure. Let's head up towards the mirror, and you guys be ready in case they look at us and get antsy.
I'm only
Wait.
doing one square at a time,
Yep,
by the way,
I
because I'm
see.
waiting for
At what
fucking
point
Marcus
can
to
we
do something.
actually read what's in the mirror?
One more square and you'd be able to read it.
So we literally have to be in front of it. Okay.
Well, and in front of it would be the next square. You're still about technically what, like 7 feet away to an extent.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, these squares are what, 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 5 feet a square, and that's about 5 feet. About 4 feet if you were on it, so give or take 7. What you see is what I'm gonna write on this note card.
Yeah, no cards.
So we have another 20 minutes.
How many letters are there?
Is it made of rocks?
If I
What do the
Cannot-
rocks
or
look
metal.
like?
is the mirror actually the door, and we have to break the mirror to continue?
What font is it written in?
Do we fight Darklink?
Is it a boldface?
Is one of these skeletons my future wife?
Is it underlined?
Am I
Is
holding
one
the
of the
Philosopher's
skeletons
Stone
a
in the mirror?
bear?
Does it have an auto-translate?
It is
feature?
written
Fucking
in a
Mirror
very
Marisad.
basic, blocky font, but what you see is right there. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing it. I'm sorry.
Tyrion is
Tyrion is
Sportitius.
Sportitius.
What language is that?
Tyrion
Is
is...
there a
It
pause?
is
Whatever they
none
speak
you
in
recognize.
Westeros.
Are you sure? I know several languages.
Nevertheless, that's what you see. So
Is it? I'm guessing it's safe. Not really, but I'm gonna move up with them.
I wish to roll an intellect check to see if I can recognize what the language is.
okay, try to figure out the language.
Actually, I'm gonna move about to here.
17.
17. You can't tell. Doesn't seem like anything. It seems like someone literally just put letters on the top of this mirror. Not on the mirror itself, but on the wooden border above the mirror, so to say. The mirror, give me a second.
I fucking hate the alt.
The mirror
So
is
much.
just a mirror. Sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The mirror, as you now gaze upon it, you can see an exact reflection of this room, but you are not in this reflection. Oh, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. You are in this reflection. But behind you, in the center of the room, is a pile of loose coins, gems, and several golden weapons and silver and whatnot. It doesn't look like they're normal iron, but, you know, show weapons. Also, off in a corner, there is a set of 6 large tomes, like books, stacked in a corner.
Oh, I thought this was the goddamn cemetery
Essentially-
from Diablo 2.
According to this, in the center of the room, there is a massive amount of wealth, but when you look around the room, there is nothing.
Wait, I'm gonna reach into my bag, and I'm gonna pull out my mirror. Can I see the same thing off of my own mirror?
Do you have a mirror?
Yes, I have a mirror.
Why do you have a mirror?
Because I'm a man of many things.
Okay,
He has a lot of fucking things,
fair
Marcus.
enough.
He's the goddamn Boy Scout.
The reflection you see coming off of your mirror when you're trying to
In the
do
mirror?
that whole thing is the room without coins.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk over to the mirror to try and read this text closer.
Okay.